everything you need?
I think so.
No more rummaging through the refrigerator, the cabinets for food.
I don't need any of that.
You didn't have your muffin today.
Oh, you were going to have that. You didn't want it?
I was going to have it?
I asked you yesterday if you wanted it.
I said, no, that's yours. I have my own.
And then I said, well, what about tomorrow? And you said, yeah, okay.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
What's wrong with the muffin?
Nothing wrong with it. I'll have it. I just thought was trying to share since it was so big.
That's half of mine.
Huh?
I only had half of mine, but you know, you didn't get up till late, so
Yeah, well.
snooze, you lose.
That's right. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your host ID Jester, and something we're gonna have we're literally gonna have a gameplay video tonight, which I never thought was gonna happen, which is super cool. We got a Sentinels or Multiverse Disparation. And so we've actually played this once, Desperation, but we played it on Tabletop Simulator. This is our first time we're actually going to get the cards out and look at them and do things with them. And it's been a long time coming, and I've been like debating about, you know, like, do I want to keep this in pristine condition, and, you know, what do I want to do with that? But anyways, we're going to be playing it, and we're going to be focusing in on the characters and stuff that comes with the Desperation expansion for Sentinels or Multiverse. Everything that we're playing is coming out of that box. So if you don't own the box and you're interested in what's in the box, this would be a good opportunity for you. Here's the second thing. If you don't own the box, you probably can't find this box. It is extremely hard to find. And I don't even know what the cost would be. So just keep that in mind. If you don't own this, it's going to be kind of expensive to try and find and track down a copy. That would be my impression. I don't know. I've not seen a copy of this game for sale anywhere, nowhere. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's get to it. And so what do we got today? So that's not the right screen. Let's go to the right screen. There we go. All right. So you can see I'm shuffling the decks up here. We got the Dreamer. So the Dreamer's interesting. She's new to the Sentinels or Multiverse Definitive Edition. She only comes with 6 hit points. Sounds like somebody we can beat, right? Yeah. If the Dreamer ever reaches 0 hit points or is destroyed, the players lose the game. Game over. So whenever the Dreamer would be dealt damage, you can redirect that damage to a hero instead. So whenever we do damage and accidentally have to hit her or whatever, we can redirect that damage to one of our heroes. After a Nightmare card is destroyed, we're going to put that card underneath the Dreamer and then play the top card of the villain deck. If there are ever 4 times 2 cards under this, then you have soothed the dreaming, sleeping mind and have saved the day. You win. So we're going to have to put 8 cards under here. So we basically have to destroy 8 nightmares to win this game. And then at the end phase, the Dreamer deals each target other than herself 1 psychic damage, and then we discover nightmare cards. So she's always cycling nightmare cards in, which is not good. On her backside, we'll leave that as a spoiler. So we don't want to spoil anything with that. And so part of why I wanted to do this is we just did an unboxing of Parse, and we looked at all of her cards. And so I wanted to try her out with the new Definitive Edition to see if she's any better than I like. And then we have so we'll get to Parse in a minute. Let's look at our next character here. So we have the Dreamer. Then our first hero is Visionary. I've already pulled out their cards and put them in the decks, as you can see. So this is like their hand of cards are going to be there. Discard pile I'm just going to put behind everything so they're off screen. So if you're interested in like what kind of discard pile they have, it's going to be off screen, so you won't be able to see that. So the Visionary is interesting. I liked the Visionary originally in the original version of Sentinels in the Multiverse. She was one of my favorites. She's able to check the villain deck, pull out cards, and kind of, see the future, which is kind of cool. With the Definitive Edition, she now has this dark side deck. There's 10 dark side cards. I have not even looked at these cards. I don't know what they do, but I'm assuming certain things that she do is going to cause her to draw those cards, and they're probably going to be bad or do things to hurt her or whatever. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. So that is the Visionary. She comes in with 24 hit points. Next up is Parse. Again, the reason we're playing the Parse is because we just did an unboxing of all of her cards and her character. So I wanted to see how her character plays with the new Definitive Edition and see how well she plays. We already drew her hand as well. Next up is going to be Omnitron X. We've already drawn his card or his cards as well. Omnitron comes in with 25 hit points. And I'm losing space already, but that's all right. We've already drawn his hand of cards. I liked Omnitron X as well in the regular edition of Sentinels in the Multiverse. Excuse me. So it's interesting to see how well he's going to play in the Definitive Edition. So looking forward to that. Now, our last character is actually a dual character. Our first dual character ever. It's Painstake and Dark Strife. They go together. They have one deck. We've already drawn their cards. And we're going to actually read about these characters before we start the game because they are brand new. And we don't know anything about these two characters. And so let's find out what we can. Interesting enough, she comes in with 18 hit points. He comes in with 15 hit points. So 15 hit points for Dark Strife, 18 for Painstake. They share the same deck. And we don't know anything about these because they're brand spanking new to Sentinels of the Multiverse. So this is brand new. This is kind of new mechanism for a character. New mechanisms for a character. New mechanisms for a character. Brand new. And brand new down here is our environment. Is Anturis, which is the location. Basically, Anturis is like hell. Think of it as hell for this universe. And that's where these characters come from, as we're gonna read and see here in just a moment. So this is again each of the characters' hands. The discard piles will be behind the decks, and then the cards that are in play will come out in front of each of the characters We'll line up the villain cards down here in the bottom and probably the environment down here, and we'll try and make everything fit in as best we can. If we have to, we will zoom out, but I'm trying to keep zoomed in as best as possible. So, let's read about Painstake and Dark Strife. Okay, so we have Zane Sarkar and Akari Okada share the most improbable bond while forged between worlds. Zane's mother was imprisoned in Inturis while she gave birth in just 9 days to a child whose human soul grew up under demonic torment. At the exact moment in the human realm in Kyoto, Japan, the destruction of a demon spawned a tiny larva. This event linked the human boy with the demon larva on Earth, and they grew together. The human boy grew up in Inturis, raised by demons as one of their own, while the demon larva imprinted on a human family, shifting its shape to match the toddler it first encountered. Not knowing its true nature, the demon larva grew up as a normal human girl named Ikari. Years later, the boy Zane proved eager to prove himself in the art of torment, crossed into the human realm. There, he encountered Ikari, a seemingly ordinary Japanese schoolgirl. Their meeting awakened a surge of shared energy, a soul connection neither could deny. Despite this infernal upbringing, Zane felt a glimmer of humanity near Ikari. Meanwhile, her demonic powers flared up in his presence, threatening to consume the very empathy she had nurtured. Realizing that they were pawns of Inturis, both fled the lives they had known, Zane escaping the demonic family, and Ikari leaving behind her adopted family to protect them. Now hunted by demons, Zane wields Ituri power as Dark Strife, drawing from Ikari's power instead of drawing it from Inturis, and as Painstake, she channels her connection to Zane's human soul in healing and control though she is never far from unleashing her true demonic form. Bound by fate, they stand against Inturis, determined to redeem whatever remains of their shared humanity. Gameplay notes: Dark Strife and Painstake are brand new to the roster of Sentinels in the Multiverse. The first heroes to have two different hero character cards working together, and that split a deck between them explains a lot of the way they work. They are dueling resources of Soul and Inturis on the cards in their deck, and they will need to spend and manage both to not get themselves into trouble. While Dark Strife and Painstake most likely have a lot of cards in hand, you will need to spend them quickly and draw back, and there will be drawbacks for not doing so optimally. Also, be aware that Painstake's demonic form could rear its head unexpectedly and make trouble for all of the heroes. So that is Painstake. We have looked at the Visionary and Omnitron X and Parse before, but what I'll do is I will just show you. If you want, you can pause this and zoom in and take a look at these. There's Parse. And here's Omnitron X and the Visionary. And I'll get my fingers out of the way in case you're reading that. Okay. So there's the other characters. And as far as the Dreamer goes, An older Vanessa Long, the psychic hero called the Visionary, traveled back in time, her first priority was to save this reality's version of herself. She spirited Vanessa's parents away from the clutches of the Project Cocoon, who still conducted illicit experiments on unborn children. She watched her family from afar, relieved that their baby shows no signs of explosive powers that once plagued her own birth. 6 peaceful years passed without incident, but one day young Vanessa's latent psionic abilities erupted into a catastrophic wave, leaving her body comatose and her mind open to raw emotion. The nightmare she experienced broke free into the real world, transforming into monstrous apparitions that tore through her home and into the neighborhood. With each passing hour, these psychic constructs gained strength, fueled by young Vanessa's unconscious fear. Now, a terrified child's power threatens everyone around her, and the Visionary realizes the danger is far too familiar. She must now face the terrors at work in the mind of the innocent but troubled 6-year-old version of herself, dubbed the Dreamer. But those who witness the havoc, this comatose girl remains trapped in slumber, unable to recall or control the phantoms her subconscious unleashed. Can the heroes halt this rampaging nightmares before they spread any further, and will the Visionary manage to guide her young self towards a safer path? Or has destiny created a threat that even her older, wiser mind cannot contain? Gameplay: the Dreamer is dreaming, but those dreams are nightmares. You need to defeat enough of them to attempt to rouse her from her restless slumber, but that's when things get even more dangerous. The Dreamer herself is a threat to everything around her, and her nightmares keep pressing the attack against the heroes. Clear the field of nightmares so you can wake up young Vanessa Long, but be careful, you could lose the game if she gets too damaged from the fight. So that is our Sentinels of the Multiverse Desperation Rules and Lore book in action. Yay! Alright, as you saw, we were shuffling the decks as we were kind of talking about them. There is no other setup. Oh, yes, there is. Actually, the Dreamer starts on this side. The permanent dream, 6 hit points. If the Dreamer would be reduced to 0 hit points or destroyed, the heroes lose. Game over. Whenever the Dreamer would be dealt damage, you may redirect that damage to a hero target. After a Nightmare card is destroyed, put it under this card. If there are ever H times 2 or more cards under this card, destroy H hero ongoing cards. Shuffle all cards under this card in the villain deck, then flip. If there are ever H times 2 or more cards under this card, destroy H hero ongoing cards. Shuffle all cards under this card into the villain deck, and then flip. And then the end phase, discover H minus 2 Nightmare cards. Okay. Setup. There is a setup on this. Discover H minus 2 Nightmare cards. So H again is how many heroes? We have 4 heroes, so H minus 2 is 2. So we're going to start with 2 Nightmare cards in play. And we'll shuffle this up just to make sure it's nice and shuffled. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll, I think. Trying to make sure this is well shuffled because these cards have not been used at all. And this is the first time they've ever been in somebody's physical hands. And they're in my little old hands, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, here we go. So we're looking for H minus 2 Nightmare cards. There's a Nightmare. It is the Tooth Fairy. 6 hit points. And another nightmare. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and the Tooth Fairy came out first. So I have to do this in order. Okay, and we shuffled all the rest of the decks. We got all the all the cards for the heroes. Again, I'm going to shuffle this just to make sure. Again, these have never been used, so we're trying to make sure everything is well mixed up and ready to go. 24 hit points for you. 27. Oh shit. 27. 26. Okay, and of course our environment, which we'll get to. So we're basically going around in a circle just like this. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are off and running with Desperation. We got the Visionary, we got Parse, we got Omnitron X, we got Painstake and Dark Strife versus. Now this only counts as one hero. So even though there's two heroes, it only counts as one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes against the villains. Here we go. So, there's two end phase things and end phase things, so nothing at the start. So, we play a card. Let's see if it actually has that information. It used to have it right on the... Nope, doesn't have that anymore, unfortunately. Used to have like a little reminder sheet of the different phases. Too bad it doesn't have that in the back cover anymore. Okay. So, start of the round, we're going to play a card. We just play a card. It's the Tooth Fairy again. Oh, and we're going to need some dice. For these. So 6 hit points for you. 6 for you, 6 for you. Alright, and then end phase. Discover H-2 nightmare cards. Oh my god, we're going to find 2 more nightmare cards. That's an ongoing. There's a nightmare. There's another nightmare. This gets discarded. Alright, and we're going to have 6 hit points for you. Oh my god, we are in big trouble. We literally have a bazillion guys out there fighting us. Alright, now that was end phase for you. Now we go end phase here. The hero with the most cards in hand discards a card. Then this card deals each hero target belonging to that hero with the fewest cards. This card deals each hero target belonging to the hero with the fewest cards in hand 2 toxic damage. Well, we each have 4, so we can just say who has, and we're gonna just say it's Parse. So Parse has to discard a card. Hero with the most cards discards a card. So I'm going to discard Recombile. Just put that behind. And then this card deals each hero target belonging to that hero with the fewest cards in hand 2 damage. So she's going to take 2 damage, down to 25, from 27 down to 25. Okay. The Park Hero. Oh, this is also +1 damage done by nightmare cards other than this one. So because of that, it's going to be an extra +1 damage. Oh my god, we need to get rid of that for sure. End phase. This card deals the non-nightmare target with the highest hit points. Highest hit points is going to be Omnitron X. 2, and this ability doesn't count for him. So 2 damage. So he's down to 23. Dealing with the most cards in hand, discards a card. Again, well, it can't be her anymore because she doesn't have that many cards. She hasn't taken damage yet, so maybe we see about... He's got 2 of these reactive platings, and they're limited cards. So we're going to give it to Omnitron for X, because he's got 4 cards. So he's going to discard this card, and take 2 +1, 3 damage. So down to 20 hit points already. 3 damage. So we definitely need to get rid of this +1 damage. This card deals to 2 non-nightmare targets with the highest hit points. 2 +1, 3 sonic damage each. So highest hit points. Highest is 24 and 24. So 2 +1, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, down to 21. Down to 21. And destroy the environment target with the lowest hit points. Well, there is nothing out right now. And this card deals to 4 non-nightmare targets with the highest hit points, 1 infernal damage each. Then this card regains. So 1 +1 is due to the 4 non-nightmare targets. So it's all of us are going to take 2 damage. Wow. Okay. Down to 19. Down to 19. Down to 18. Down to 16. Down to 13. Just like that. Okay, that is the environment, but again, if we were to get 8 things under here, yeah, if we that's our object, is to get these nightmares under here. So we got to destroy these nightmares. All right, Visionary. She's got precognition with the power. She's got an ongoing limited card. After this card is played, select a non-hero target. Whenever that target would deal damage, you may discard this 1 card. If you do, redirect that damage. And then start phase, either play the top card of the dark side deck, or she deals herself 1 fixed damage. Reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck, discard 1, replace 1, and play 1. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, discard 1, replace 1, and play 1. And that's a power so you can use. And then end phase, either use a power or draw a card. Or mass levitation, ongoing, -2 damage dealt to hero targets. Start phase, each hero draws a card and then destroy it. So... yeah, mass levitation is going to keep all of us alive for a while. We won't take any damage. Well, we'll take limited damage. So we'll put that into play. Mass Levitation. That is her card play. Her power is one hero draws 2 cards and discards a card. If I drew a card this way, I play the top card of her dark side. I'm not going to choose her. Let's charge. Let's see. I lost cards from you, and I lost cards from you, right? So, which one of you guys? Let's see. Who's got the? She's got some pretty good cards. Yeah, I'm gonna have so he's got a component. Let's give the we're gonna give the card draw. So one hero draws 2 cards, so she's gonna draw 2 cards and discards a card. So she's gonna discard a card. It doesn't have to be one of those cards. She just has to discard a card. So I'm looking for a card that's going to do lots of damage, like 2 damage to everyone would be awesome. Right? So she's going to discard this card. Okay? So that is so one hero draws 2 cards and discards a card. If you drew a card this way, play the top card of the dark side deck. Nope, we didn't do that. And then she draws a card at the end of her turn, and she is done. That's how you play the game, just like that. Woo! All right, so that is Visionary. We now move on to Parse. Parse has got. She can deal some damage. She can discard some cards. And then she deals 1 target X fixed damage, where X is the number of cards discarded plus 2. So she could discard these 3 cards. That'd be 5 damage. And if the target would be destroyed, you can bury. So we got 6. So probably wants to keep a hold of this, because she can get some more cards. So we're going to play Statistic Analysis. She gets to draw 2 cards. Boom, boom. So now she's energizing herself for that other card, which is good. And now one ally hero draws 1 card or plays a card. And I think... So he's going to play a card. No, he's going to... the other thing is, what do these guys do down here? Let's take a look and see what they have. She deals 1 target, 3 melee damage. She could redirect, discard a card. If you do, Dark Strife deals up to 3 targets, 1 infernal damage each. Plus 1 damage. Yeah, we'll we'll have Parse have one hero play a card. That'll be this, the Demon Prince, which gives a +1 damage dealt to Dark Strife. Alright. So that is, so she drew 2 cards. A hero, ally hero played a card. So that was her card play. Now her power, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard one and draw and play, or play the other. So she's going to play this one. Discard one and play the other. Okay. So Parse deals 1 target, 2 damage. So that's this guy. He's down to 4. Parse may deal 1 other target, 2 projectile damage. Let's do this guy here. He's down to 4. And then Parse may deal 1 target, 2 projectile damage. So back to this guy. So Parse deals 1 target, 2. Then Parse deals 1 other target, 2. And then Parse may deal 1 target, 2. So it's a ricochet. Nice. And then she draws 1 at the end of her turn. And now she's got plenty of cards to use on that other. She could discard a bunch of cards and kill somebody outright, which is nice. All right. Let's see what Omnitron X can do. He's going to play either discover a protocol or collect an item card. Omnitron deals itself 1 fixed energy damage up to 3 times. Each time damage is dealt this way, you may play 1 item card, and you can activate 1 fabricates. So we're going to play this card here, the Focused Plasm Cannon. Item component. After this card is played, if there are 3 or fewer component cards in play, draw a card. So draw a card. And then can't do anything else. So she can either discover a component card or summon a protocol. Summon a protocol is, I'm trying to remember, the summon keyword is summon. Just trying to make sure I remember. Suddenly, yeah, we know about suddenly. Oh my god. It's not on this one either. It's not, it must be on, it's got to be on the expansion one. Hang on. We'll see it in any of them. Alright, so we'll assume draw a card, which he did, and then either discover one component card or summon. So summon, I think you can actually go and find the card you want. Summon one protocol card. Alright, so summon one protocol card targeting system. That sounds good. Let's try that. Which ones should he be using? Which one should he get? That's, that's where you have to learn the character a little bit more. Obviously, this is our first time playing, so we don't know what's the best cards. We're just going to try different things and see how it goes. So, summon card. And then end phase. Activate the exterminate on up to 3 cards. Exterminate. Deal 1 target 2 irreducible fire damage. Boom, that's this guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here because he's the one that's giving everyone +1 damage. So we'll tuck him under there. Alright. Activate the exterminate on up to 3 cards. So we can only do it on that one. And then he draws a card at the end of his turn. And he's done now. It's up to Painstake and Dark Strife. They already have this in play, which gives them +1 damage to Dark Strife. So Dark Strife can do some damage. Dark Strife deal 1 target 3 damage. +1 would be 4 damage. You may discard a Athena. Oh wait, start phase. If you have no Athena cards in hand, draw 2 cards and destroy this card. Well, I have Athena cards right there. So we don't have to do that. So we have to make sure if we play this card, you may discard and one of these cards. If you do, he's going to deal up to 3 targets, 1 and 2 damage each. Oof, that's pretty good. I think we're gonna have to play it. So we're gonna play this card. Dark Strife deals 1 target 3 +1 4 damage. That's enough to wipe this guy out, I think. So let's kill this guy. There's our second nightmare. Nice. And then I can discard and adhere a card. If I do, he can deal up to 3 targets, 1 +1 2 damage. So he's gonna discard this card. We're just gonna put his. We're gonna put their discard. Now we'll put their discard back here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And then okay. And he can deal 3 targets, 1 +1 2 damage. So 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. Okay. Then his power, we get to choose a power. Dark Strife deals 1 target, 1 infernal damage. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and Dark Strife deals. Nope, we can't do that. So we need to draw cards from her. You may discard any soul cards drawn this way. Each time you do, she regains 2 hit points. Or we can do 1 target, 1 +1 2 damage. It's not enough to take anything out. We'll do her power. Draw 2 cards. Hopefully we'll get a good one. Nope, we got 2 soul cards. But you may discard any soul cards drawn this way. Each time you do, Painstake regains 2 hit points. So we can discard one of these 2 cards. If we wanted to, give her back 2 hit points. But, you know what? I like both of these cards. This one gives her 2 hit points and drawing a card. This one gives both of them a hit point and destroys an ongoing card. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose that. Well, wait, no, because at the end of our turn, we're not going to discard any cards. And we're going to draw a card at the end of our turn. And, oh, there we are. We got a Athena card. Nice. All right. Now we go to the environment. Again, it's been a while, so I'm just going to shuffle just to make sure. We got a nice randomized deck here with nothing crazy going on. We have Anguish and Agony. Ongoing. After a demon card is played, each target with 5 or more hit points deals itself 1 fixed psychic damage. End phase. Each target with 5 or more hit points deals itself 1 fixed infernal damage. What? Holy crap. So this ongoing card needs to go away. Each target with 5 or more hit points deals itself 1 fixed damage. So starting over here, 5. So it takes 1 damage. It's down to 4. She also takes a damage, down to 5. Except for this is ass backwards. 5 hit points. Each target with 5 or more hit points deals itself a damage. Yep. 1 damage here. 1 damage here. 1 damage here. None of these are our targets. None of this is a target. 1 damage here, down to 15. And down to 12. Darkstrife is going to die here shortly. So that's the end phase. After a demon's card is played, each target with 5 or more hit points deals itself a damage as well. Well, we got to get rid of that ongoing card, that's for sure. Barbara, good to see you. All right, start phase. Nothing at the start. Nothing. So we play a card. The card we play is Gathering Spectre. It's a nightmare, and this comes in with 6 hit points. End phase. Discover H-2 nightmare cards. So that's going to be 2 nightmares. There's 1. And no. Yes. These get discarded. He comes in with 8 hit points. He comes in with 7 hit points. I'm going to need lots of 10-sided dice, it looks like. Eight hit points. I'll just put a 7 on him for now. Now the end phase, and this is where it gets crazy, boys and girls. The hero with the most cards in hand discards a card. That's going to be... She's got 4. She has 6 cards. It's going to be Parse. It's going to be Parse. There's no way they got more than that. So discard a card. Okay, we'll discard a card. Two toxic damage. She's going to take 2 toxic, so she's down to 16 hit points. The hero with the most cards in hand discards a card. Oh no, not her again. It is going to be her again. It's going to be a ricochet. And 2 more damage. 1, 2, down to 14. Oops, come here, you. 14. 14. This card deals to 2 non-nightmare targets with the highest hit points. Highest hit points is going to be the Visionary and Omnitron X. 2 damage. So down to 16. Down to 15. 4 non-merit targets, 1 damage each, and then he regains a hit point, but he's already at max. So 4. It's going to be highest hit points. So it's going to be highest 15, 15, 14, 16. So it's going to be these 4. Visionary, hit points, Parse, down to 13. Omnitron, down to 14. Painstake, down to 14. This card deals a non-nightmare target with the lowest hit points. That's 12. 2 damage, so he's down to 10. Then he regains 2 hit points. He's already at max. And this card deals to target other than himself with the highest hit points. 3 melee damage. That is going to be Visionary. 1, 2, 3, down to 12. Wait! God damn it! She had this ability. -2 damage dealt to hero targets. Alright, so we just did the damage for this guy. Now we got to undo all of this damage. I got to undo this whole damage because this should have blocked everything. This card deals the target other than itself with the highest hit points 3 melee damage. If the hero character is dealt damage this way, destroy 1 item card in the hero's play area. Okay. So we got to give hit points back. Damn it. I completely forgot. Damn it. Lowest hit points are going to get 2 back. So that's him. Back to 12. 1 damage for everyone. Back up to 16. Back up to 14. Sorry, I got to undo everything I just did. I'm going to undo the whole thing. Back up to 15. The 2 with the highest hit points, 2 damage. 2 with the highest. Let's just give it to her. 16 and 17. Hero in hands and card. So she does lose the 2 cards, but she doesn't take any damage. So she's back up to 18. Back up to 18. Well, that saved our bacon there. That card saved our bacon. So they didn't do... this card does damage. This card deals the target other than itself with the highest hit points. 3 damage each, which is going to be Parse. -2, so it's only going to do 1 damage. So she's down to 17. And then if the hero is dealt damage this way, destroy an item card in that hero's play area. Well, she doesn't have any. So joke's on you, Mr. Ape Man. Or Whippicorn, whatever the hell you are. Alright. Well, it's back to our turn, the good guys. But, start phase. Each hero draws a card. So, draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. And draw a card. And then we destroy this card. So our defensive awesomeness has gone away. If we had another one of these cards, that would be awesome. But we don't. Reveal the top 3 cards of a deck. Place them in any order. You may discard the top card of a deck. If you do, play the top card of the dark side deck. If this card is played, select a non-hero target. Whenever that target would deal damage, you may redirect that damage. If you do, redirect that damage. Start phase. Either play the top card of the dark side deck or Visionary deals herself 1 fixed damage and destroys this card. We couldn't redirect this guy's 3 damage. That would be super freaking helpful. So she's going to play Rest the Mind. It's an ongoing limited card, and after this card is played, select a non-hero target. Whenever that target would deal damage, you may discard a card. If you do, redirect that damage. So basically, she's taking control of an enemy. And I'm just going to put this card over here as a reminder not to play this card as damage so we don't mess up again. Now, her ability is 1 hero draws 2 cards and discards a card. And then I'm going to have her draw her card at the end of her turn and she's going to be done. But the hero that draws the 2 cards and discards a card is going to be Parse. She's going to draw 2 cards and discard a card. Oh, he's got 8 hit points still. He didn't take any damage yet. Okay. A couple of these guys have taken damage, but we got 2 guys under there already. If we get 8 under there, we can maybe do some stuff. So I need to discard a card. I'm going to discard this card, and I will be done. So that was her turn. We now go to Parse. Parse doesn't have anything at the start of her turn. So I think she's going to take one of these guys out with her Impossible Shot. Or we get rid of this card because it's an ongoing card. Maybe that's what she wants to do. I think. Is it more important to take one of these guys out or take this card out, which is going to cause us a lot of damage? Alright, she's going to play this card. Parse deals 1 target, 2 damage. So, 2 damage to this guy. The Tooth Fairy. Let's get rid of the Tooth Fairy. Screw her. And then you can destroy an ongoing card. That's going to be, let's get rid of this card. Get it out of here. It's out. Alright. Then reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, discard one, and draw or play the other one. I'm going to play this card. And after this card is played, reveal the top card of a deck. I can bury it or replace it and draw a card. I am going to do my own deck. And I can either bury it or replace it and draw a card. And so I'm going to replace it and then draw a card. And then I draw a card at the end of my turn, and then I'm done. And I am loaded for bear now. She's got a lot of cards. So she's set up for a big attack. Okay. Let's see, what do you got? You got some goodies. Protocol. We need to get exterminate. I want to get more ongoing. We destroy a device or an environment target. Discover a component card. Activate one, exterminates. Either discover a protocol or collect an item card. I need more item cards. So we're going to either discover a protocol card or collect an item card. We're going to collect an item. Collect an item. No. Collect an item. No. Collect an item. There's an item. We collected it. And then it deals, then he can deal himself. I think these get shuffled back in. Omnitron then deals itself 1 fixed energy damage up to 3 times. Each time he deals damage to himself this way, he can play an item card. So he does 1 damage to himself to play a card. So we're going to do that. He's going to deal 1 damage to himself. He's down to 16. And he puts this into play. So Omnitron deals itself 1 fixed energy damage up to 3 times. Yeah, I can do it multiple times, but I don't have any more energy card or item cards. I get a 1-shot, an ongoing protocol, an ongoing limited, and a 1-shot. So no sense. I can only do it 1 time. And then each time damage is dealt this way, you may play an item card. And then you may activate 1 fabricate. Fabricate. Up to 3 targets regain 1 hit point each. So we're going to fabricate and heal. Heal, 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 heal. Whoa. We're going to give this guy some healing. He was at 12, back up to 13. What's 1? We're going to give it to ourselves, up to 17. And Visionary up to 17. So that's 3 targets healing. Okay, cool. Alright, so that was that card. Right, yeah, that was this card. So we collected an item, then we took damage, then we played the item, and then we activated a fabricate. Now I get to do a power. Power. Omnitron deals 1 target 3 energy damage. Discard a card or summon a production process. We can discard a card. That's fine. So I'm going to activate this. Omnitron deals 1 target 3 energy damage. Discard a card or summon production processes. We're going to discard a card. Alright, so we'll discard this card. Deal 1 target, 3 energy damage. So the question is, do we want to do it to him or do we want to remove the Tooth Fairy? We can... You know what? We're going to do 3 damage to the Tooth Fairy here. And then he's going to draw a card at the end of his turn. Alright. Dark Strife. Let's see what we can do over here. Hopefully a lot of damage. So, start phase. If you have no Eternal cards in hand, draw 2 cards and destroy this. We actually have an Eternal card in hand. It's the same one, actually. So we can probably afford to get rid of one of these. Destroy an ongoing card. Oh, that would have been good. Draw a card, regain 2 hit points. I really wanted to do like 2 hit points to everyone. Would be awesome, but I don't... Alright, Alright, the way of Konomi. So, draw a card. Okay. Then 1 target regains 2 hit points. We're going to give that to... We're going to give that to the Visionary. So she's up to 19. Then, if Painstake is active, you can discard 1 soul card. So we're going to discard a soul card, which is going to be this one right here. Discard the soul card. If you do, up to 3 targets regain 2 hit points each. So 3 targets, 2 hit points each. That's going to be Dark Strife, back up to 15. Painstake, up to 17. And Omnitron X, up to 19. Wow, that is some really good healing there. Okay. Then for his power, Dark Strife deals 1 target 1 plus 1, 2 damage. And I can discard a Eternal card. If I do, draw a card, and Dark Strife deals 1 target 3 damage. So Dark Strife deals 1 target 1 plus 1, 2 damage. That's enough to take out the Tooth Fairy. Goodbye, Tooth Fairy. And then we can discard a Eternal card, which we will. And then he can deal 1 target, 2 + 1, 3 damage. Now, do we want to take care of the other Tooth Fairy, or do we want to take this guy from 4 hit points down to 1? I think it's always better to remove things, so we've killed 4 things so far. We've killed 4 things so far. Now this guy's going to do, hang on a second. This guy's going to do 3 damage. If we take this down from 4 to, yeah. Not going to be able to kill anything, but that's alright. So that is that, and then we draw a card at the end of his turn, the Demon Prince. So we got 2 Atira and 2 souls. Alright. The environment, which has been very bad so far. Hollow Dog, 9 hit points. It's a demon. Oh boy. Comes in with 9 hit points. That is 7. That's all right. He comes in with what, 9 hit points? Okay, not bad. And then end phase, Demon end phase. This card deals the non-demon target with the second lowest hit points. Second lowest hit points. That is, lowest is 4. Second lowest is 6. So the non-demon target with the second lowest hit points, H minus 1. H minus 1 is 3 damage. This card regains H minus 1 hit points. Well, it's already at max, so boom, boom, boom. Start phase. This card deals each non-demon target 2 damage. So he would do 2 damage to everyone that's not a demon. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. But he also is helping us with these guys as well. Alright, back to the villain. Start phase, start phase, start phase, start phase. Oh, hey, we got something to start phase. Oh, wait. Right, when this guy goes to attack, we get to redirect it if we discard a card. So, we play a card. The card is Tend to the Child ongoing. After this card is played, one hero may discard a card. If they do, the Dreamer regains 3 hit points. And then the start phase, discover H minus... Oh, that's true. Hang on a second now. She actually has 5 hit points. So this guy had 6 hit points. Ah! Damn. So instead of this guy taking the damage, the lowest was 4. She was 5. So she would have taken the 3 damage. So she's down to 2 hit points. So now we have this card. I got to remember, she's actually got hit points. After this card is played, one hero may discard a card. If they do, the Dreamer regains 3 hit points. Yes, we will absolutely do that. Let's see. Who is going to be the one? Who is going to be the one? Yeah. Yeah, alright, so discard a card. The Dreamer regains 3 hit points, so back up to 5. Alright, yay! She's not going to die now and get us killed. And then the start phase, discover H-2 nightmare cards and then destroy this card. So, we can get rid of this card. That would be great. Alright, end phase. So her first. Discover H-2 nightmares. That's 2 nightmare cards. No. Yes. No. Yes. 7 hit points. 7 hit points. These get shuffled back in. Oh my God, we're in big trouble. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nightmares on us. And a demon. Okay. Starting with this guy. This card deals to 2 non-nightmare targets with the highest hit points, 2 damage each. So the 2 highest non-nightmare. So highest non-nightmare. It's Visionary, 17 damage, or down to 17. And Omnitron X down to 17. Yep. And destroy the environment target with the lowest hit points. Well, that's this guy, because he's the only one out there. So that actually is going to save us a lot of damage. We don't need to take care of that now. This card deals to 4 non-nightmare targets with the highest hit points, 1 damage each. We don't have anything preventing damage this time, right? Nobody's got any damage reduction. So 4 highest. 17, 17, 17, and 17. So all the 17s are going down 1. 16. 16. Oops. 16. 16. And then this card regains a hit point, but he's already maxed. This card deals the non-nightmare target with the lowest hit points. Lowest hit points. Lowest hit points is going to be 16, 16, 16, 16, 15. There's no other targets. She's considered a nightmare, I believe, right? Or no, wait. Is she no, I don't think she's considered a nightmare. So she's going to take 2 damage. This card deals a non-nightmare target. These all say nightmare. She does not say nightmare. She says villain. So she's going to take the 2 damage because she's the lowest. 2 damage. So down to 3 hit points. Don't forget, when it takes damage, we can redirect that to ourselves if we wanted to. Then we have this card, and when it goes to activate, she can jump in and discard a card. Oh, I drew a Suddenly card and didn't realize it, so we'll play it immediately. Suddenly, 1 shot. The Visionary deals herself 1 psychic damage. So down to 15. Draws a card. And then plays the top card of the dark side deck. 1 shot. The Visionary deals each target 1 fixed damage. And then either destroy 1 target with 1 hit point or destroy 1 target with 6 or fewer hit points. So she's going to deal 1 damage to everything. And then, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Hang on. So that is played now. So she's going to deal 1 to everybody. 14, 15, 15, 15, 14, 3, 5, 7, 6. That's an ongoing card. 6 and 6. So she does 1 to everything, and then either destroy 1 target with 1 hit point, or destroy 1 target. Either destroy each target with 1 hit point, or destroy 1 target with 6 or fewer hit points. Well, guess what? We're going to do the 6 or less, because that'll get rid of one of these guys. And that's going to be the Treacherous Ape. We're going to kill the Treacherous Ape. Lovely. So we have 5 killed things. 5 killed nightmares. So that was that. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, that was her dark visionary thing. Right. Okay, so we were stopped here, so we continue on. That's an ongoing. Oh, you know what? This is an ongoing card to discover H-2 nightmare cards. Oh my god. We're going to discover some nightmare cards because we're dumb. We forgot to get rid of this card. Oh my god. That was kind of dumb. Is that? No, that's not his whole deck. What the hell? One shot. I mean, we got to have most of the nightmares already out. Nope, there's another one. Jesus Christ. That was dumb for us to let that sit out there. Okay, alright, so 8. We got these 2 left to do yet. Oh my god. We got to get rid of this card. This card deals the non-nightmare target with the highest hit points. 3 energy damage. If there are no environment cards in play, play the top card of the environment deck. Oh, okay, we'll get to that in a second. It's because there's nothing in play. Non-nightmare target with the highest hit points. That's 15, 15, 15. So we'll give it to Omnitron. So 3 damage, 12. If there are no environment cards in play, play the top card of the environment deck, which happens to be a Soldier Advisor. It's a demon. So this card is in play now. Comes in with 5 hit points. And then at the start phase, this card deals 1 character in this play area 2 psychic damage. Okay, well. So we can probably kill that thing before it gets to us. Alright, destroy 1 hero ongoing card or item card Then this card deals each hero target in that hero's play area with the most ongoing and or item cards 2 damage. So destroy a hero ongoing or item card. This was a one shot. This should have gone away. We only have 2 items. Everything else ongoing, ongoing, ongoing. So this is either a hero ongoing or item card. Yeah, okay, we'll discard this and take 2 damage. So she was at 15, down to 13. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nightmares attacking us. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we got 3 more under here, that would be 8. That would be the number we need to get her flipped. She still only has 3 hit points, though. Alright. Alright, Visionary. Let's do, like, 3 to everyone would be great. Well, we're probably going to have to put this on hold. So what we'll do is, I got to do something real quick. So I'm going to put it on hold. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. Come back for part 2. Well, this way it'll break up the video a little bit. So we'll be back for part 2 in about 10 minutes.